Hello, my name is Cark82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I have noticed that I always kind of open up looking at my information panel. I don't know, I just love them so much. I love seeing the stuff just running, working, the base ticking away. Love it. And love seeing it. Although I do have a whole bunch of stuff running, so we are ticking down a little bit, which I actually don't mind. I feel like if it's not capped, we're not wasting power, which I actually prefer. So we'll leave it there for now, and then I'm sure once the blast furnace turns off, it'll just tick back up to the cap. But yeah, for now we're using just a little bit more than we are producing. Easiest thing I could do would just be turn off our RB. Because that takes, what, 800,000? So that takes a pretty big chunk of that just to produce. We're producing Lapatron. We're up to 226,000, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so we are crafting up. We're still crafting up our Europium. I am starting to craft up these component ones, so I just did 10 to get them going. And we can see this is pretty serious, pretty big craft here. 240 ZPM circuits is quite a lot. Lots of the wraps and all that stuff. Lots of ingots and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean it's not complicated. It's just there's just a lot. None of this stuff is complicated at all. So that is that. Also, before we continue, would like to just, once again, thanks to my Patreons. Support is always appreciated. I do this in my spare time. And any sort of support is amazing. All of the viewers, pretty amazing that we have hit 10,000 subscribers. Still haven't figured out what we're going to do for that. So hopefully I will come up with something. Anyway, our mega chemical reactor is chugging along here. I haven't really done anything about that. I am going through this uranium pretty quick. We had 900,000, we're down to 800,000. I will probably turn it back on when we get down to like 300,000 or something like that. Because I think we're just voiding the ore at the moment. But yeah, we got our component assembly line almost crafted up. There's just 3 different things we need to do. The glass, these vents, the advanced vents, and then these components which go on top, and then we will get this thing up and running. I have also, in order to help with that, I can figure out which one it is. Is it this one? No. I have gone ahead and got a 3rd void miner now. Went ahead and crafted that up. And yeah, our ore processing was already kind of struggling, but it is like really getting overwhelmed now by our 3 void miners with Oganescent. I mean, look how fast we're getting ores. There's no way just a couple multi-blocks is going to deal with that. So I think as we are crafting up the stuff for the component assembly line, I may work on this a little bit. And what we're gonna do is probably, like, this doesn't need to go through the thermal centrifuges. And to be honest, I don't particularly think we need these thermal centrifuges. It'd probably be quicker just to send them through I mean, we do get that, but I'm kind of guessing that it would probably be easier just to do, like, macerator, maybe ore washer, and then macerate it, and then centrifuge it. So instead of do that, instead of doing that route, we'll do that route. I'm thinking. Because I do need the purified. I mean, we could go Macerate or Centrifuge, but we do need Purified for some of the stuff, like Diamond and Emerald and stuff like that. Those do need to go through our Sifter. So I may work on this and upgrade it a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on it, because eventually we will be replacing all this stuff. And we're really only like, there's just a couple things that we are kind of low on. One is neodymium, but we got a whole bunch of that now. That's from like not even like half an hour or something. We've gotten all this neodymium ore from our thing. It hasn't been running that long. I think we needed deep iron was another one. Now we're up to 5,000 with that for our trinium. So yeah, that is kind of what I am at. So I'm thinking, yeah. Ooh, we got problems over here. That's another thing I could maybe look into doing, the maintenance hatches. Instead of this auto craziness that we used to have to do and store stuff in it, duct tape, lubricant cells, steel screws, and it would fix the things. Now there is that other one. This one, auto taping maintenance hatch. More expensive, does use a electronic cluster, but it looks like it just fixes everything. And I don't think you have to put anything in it, which is pretty cool. I actually didn't realize that required the auto maintenance hatch in the recipe. Not surprising though. But yeah, maybe we'll look into that. But not right now, because we need a lot of, let's type this really quick. We need a lot of Americium for the electronic motors that we need. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now, but yeah, let me see what I could possibly do with this. Okay, we are back. I'm just going to really quickly just do a quick update with this. Also, I noticed when I was building this centrifuge that it does say that the front block is not a valid spot, but it actually is. Just thought that was kind of funny. So, as we can see, I have any case nicks up front, but it does work. I have replaced the thermal centrifuge with a multi-smelter and the industrial centrifuge. So, like we said, we are not going to be purifying most stuff anymore. This is a little bit different, but yeah, we're going to crush it and then pulverize it and then centrifuge it for most stuff. I think that is, we're going to do that instead of doing that. We're just going to go that way. So yeah, just removing this. I don't think at this point there really is anything that we need specifically from the thermal centrifuge. I remember back in the day, rutile was like a really it was a good thing to get from the thermal centrifuge. Like, as you can see, if we go this way, we wouldn't get the rutile. But if you do wash it, you do get the rutile. So that was one of the reasons I remember doing that. And I think we got it from like bauxite too, didn't we? Yeah, bauxite. It was one of the only ways to get it from bauxite. And gallium. So if we wanted the gallium, the rutile, we had to do the thermal centrifuge route. But looking at most of the stuff now, like if we want like our gold, like we don't need nickel dust from it. We get thousands of nickel as it is. So yeah, we don't really need thermal centrifuge. So I have done that, as we can see. Now I do have this shut off at the moment just to clear everything out, because I had like 900,000 galena and stuff, and it just wasn't keeping up. So I do want to clear this all out and kind of start fresh, because I have completely changed how we're going to do this. And what I am thinking is, for some of the stuff, magnetite, gold ore, we are just going to pipe that directly in the multi-smelter, or we're not going to process it in the slightest. We are just going to smelt it and get our iron from it. So there is quite a few of these. Gold, silver, iron, tin. Yeah, this is all just going to be directly smelted. It doesn't really matter that we are not processing it fully for a 10% chance to get a little more iron. We should just smelt it and then get some more. We'll just void mine more at this point with void miners. Yeah, and then eventually like space mining, but that's a little out of the way. So stuff like that. Silver, like I said, silver ore and... Oops. Yeah, so like silver ore will do that, and cassiterite and all that stuff. Anything that directly smelts into a single ingot. This one even does two. So anything that does a single ingot, we will do that. Now, stuff like lignite coal, that's just a void. Red garnet oil, voiding it. Pitch blend, voiding it. Majority of the stuff in this chest we are actually just voiding. There is not a whole lot of stuff we actually need at the moment. Like neodymium was one of them, but I have processed a whole bunch of it. As we can see, now we're back up to 65,000 neodymium. So, yeah. And things like neodymium cannot be, there is no, like, you can't just smelt it into an ingot. You do have to process it. So this will be processed, and like I said, macerator, centrifuge probably, and then the other stuff will just be smelted directly. And then we will narrow down what we really need. I mean, it is kind of funny we are voiding this much. Probably don't need to void all this stuff, but Shell copperite, you know what? I'll probably just turn that off and we will start smelting it again. Directly into copper. We got large, super huge chests. As I'm typing that, I mean, I can just dump all this stuff in quantum chests. There's no reason not to do that. So that is kind of what we're at. Also, we got our next batch of component assembly line casings smelting up. We're basically waiting on europium. This stuff is a bit slow. I think this is a 30-second recipe for a 16. So when you need 2000, it does take a little time. Same with the elite circuit boards, but they are chugging along. They just take a little time. That's 22 seconds for, I can't remember. I don't remember which one we're doing, but we're just doing like a very basic thing for that. So yeah, that is going on with that. Added some more of the glass, and I have crafted up all the filter casings. That actually went quicker than I thought it would. I thought that was going to take a long time for all the Americium that we needed for all the motors, but honestly, this recipe, it actually went pretty quick. We were getting one every 3 seconds, and I think we needed about 6,000. So yeah, I have had the world running all day while I was working, so that is why that is. That's why that. I came back and I was like, oh, they've already crafted it all up. So that is where we are at with that. I have improved our ore processing a little bit and got all the filters done, and we got 10 of these in, so we need, I think, 33 more of those. And then the osmium that we need. I also wanted to get the osmium. And I always do that. I always hit bio instead of the ore processing. I do want to get this osmium processed as well. I have 70,000 osmium ore in here, and I wanted to get that all processed and sorted out. So yeah, that is where we are at right now. And just another quick update. I ended up running out of hydrogen. I went through it way quicker than I thought it would. I thought that decent vein we found on, I can't even remember where we found it. Was it T-SETI, I think it was? I have a... Yeah, T-SETI, where we set up the pump in the world. Yeah, we went through it like super quick. And I thought it would last us until we got to the Void Miner. That, not the Void Miner, the drilling infinite drill or whatever it is. I don't know which one it is. There, that one. Because we have UHV stuff, we have neutronium, all that stuff. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated, but we can craft it. I just need to set up... Yeah, I just need to set up the recipes for it. But we can craft everything except for the circuits. Wait. Hold on, we can craft it. Alright, it's just kind of complicated, this part, where we're doing other things. I thought it needed the next tier up, but no, we have wetware. I thought it needed UEV when I looked at it. Whoops. Oh well. Oh. Yeah, that we can't do. We don't have that yet. So, yeah, it is UEV, and we need botanium. So, I thought I was going to craft this up before that ran out. Anyway, long story short, I moved our gas siphon to Jupiter to pump gas. So, yeah, I thought I was going to replace that with the infinite, but we went through it just way too quick. So I moved it to Jupiter. Thought about Saturn. Jupiter was easier to craft up, though. The space station, so I just did that. So that is where we're getting our hydrogen from. I don't know. Will we switch it out for that? I don't know how fast this is, to be honest. It's infinite, so it doesn't run out, but I don't know how that works. Does it pull from the vein that it's in? And it just doesn't decrease the vein when it pumps? Does it pump like the full amount? I really don't know. We'll find out though. The nitrogen and all that will be switched over to that. Right, did I? No. All right, so we got 10 more of these going on. I think I got all the europium needed for this. I did pre-craft up all those circuits, which to be honest, I really need to get on that. I have crafted up another maintainer, so like maybe keep 5,000 crystal circuits in stock. Just something I haven't got around to. There is a lot of that kind of stuff that I want to do, and I just haven't gotten to it. So yeah, we're crafting up 10 more. I have all the things on now. All the osmium, which that actually wasn't as bad. Now that we are crafting up our... Well, it's a little annoying, actually, because this is quite slow. 3 seconds. It basically takes 30 seconds to get one osmium. And this is just such a slow recipe. It's just chugging along, but yeah, it's pretty slow. And... yeah, this is just... we're not getting through this fast enough. These aren't running fast enough. I have it at EV. Yeah, we're just kind of... we're outgrowing our base, which is kind of... we knew that. Anyway, we are... I got all the osmium for it. So we did that, and then I got all the... I mentioned that, the filters on there. So I have gone ahead, and I think we have 23 of these placed now. We need 43 total. I did 10, 10, and then I did 3. So now I need 10, which we're crafting, and then 10 more. And basically, I'm just waiting on the fusion reactor, to be honest. I think we might, after we craft this up, maybe craft up another fusion reactor, I think. We're kind of getting to the point where we just need to ramp everything up quite a bit. I just noticed, like, my Bastonite stuff is not running. Something probably got turned off when I was messing with power. Oh, no. I actually turned off the... That's right. I turned these off. Because all the pollution was getting kind of annoying. And I didn't really need it. But, yeah. Oh, also... I think I have gotten this completely sorted out. With every single thing that I want to keep. At least for now. So these are all the stuff that I'm actually keeping. Everything that I want goes in there. And then everything that's getting smelted is just going into here. I just realized we don't have regular ore, iron ore. We have magnetite, but we don't have, like, just iron ore isn't. Apparently don't get that from any of the... Are we on Barnard F? We are pumping from Barnard F. Did I turn iron ore? I might have turned it off. There is a few in here I could do if I... No. Is Barnard F not working? I just, like... was just noticing that. I don't remember... I didn't throw iron ore up there, and, actually, now that I think about it... Is this... Do we get emerald ore from Barnard? I noticed this one didn't seem to be... I think Barnard F is actually not pumping right now. Alright, I'm gonna go check that, because I just realized we didn't seem to be getting a whole lot of emerald when I was setting this stuff up as well. Alright, yeah, let me go check that out. Okay, we are back, and yeah, we weren't... It looked like it wasn't chunk loaded, which I thought I set that up, but maybe I screwed something up. I'm not entirely sure. Now, that monazite should go back into here to... Yeah, it's a bit busy. Because I just dumped out a whole bunch of ores. Although it may actually be getting... It may be having a hard time keeping up with 3 of them now. It did seem like we were keeping up pretty easy, to be honest. It probably is having a hard time doing both, is what my guess would be. It seems like it's prioritizing this, and the kind of issue with this is that when this fills up, since we're using a storage bus, it's going to stop putting them in there, and that's just going to clog everything up. So I probably... Let's turn that off. Yep, there's the monazite too. I'm thinking... Apparently I've just never held. I've never held all the ores from that vein, apparently. I'm thinking second macerator. So we'll have one macerator for the ores, and then the other one for the thing. What are we on? Is it LUV? We are on ZPM. I mean, they are sped up. Not quite. I mean, we could obviously go up 2 more. I could throw another ZPM hatch. I don't know. Let me work on this. But I think we're pretty much... We'll come back when we get the circuit assembly line or component assembly line up and running. Okay, added 10 more. So I just got the last 10, and I think we are good. I am just setting up this. The 4 amp UV. We'll see if this will be fine. These do handle 32 amps. And I can always increase the size if we want to handle 64 UV amps. Obviously our laser network can handle that, but that is on the to-do list for upgrading. I hope that... Oh, it looks like it worked. Okay, cool. I figured that was. Now, I did notice that we have a bit of an issue here. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized what... that's kind of funny. I had a block broken up here for the UV energy hatch, and these hadn't formed. So what I thought, actually when I was looking at this, it says input hatches bottom left and bottom right corners. I thought it meant maybe you could only have 4 on one side, but yeah, I just realized it's because I had like this block broken. So I think we're good with those. So that makes it a little bit easier. I thought I was gonna have to split it up. So we'll do that. And then this. Now I think we're gonna at least attempt to set it up similar to the assembly lines. So I'm thinking we'll do like our usual storage buses. And these, all right, those can't handle just regular items. I wasn't sure if we needed to, because over on the other side we do have we had the with the fuzzy card or whatever, and I set it to a fluid, but I don't think they can actually do that. So I think we're gonna we'll just do these. So basically it doesn't really matter what I name them. It's just I need to have them named, so it will do this. Also, I don't think... Oh. There, right? Yeah. I don't think... Well, I actually don't know if these need to go in order. Like, does it have to go in this order? I don't know. I'm going to assume yes. So that is kind of why I wanted to set that. So we'll do that. Now, I think we'll just pump in... Are we going to do the P2P item thing as well? Yeah. Or... I don't really want it to put more items in if this has items in it. So I'm thinking maybe we should do the P2P thing. And I also need to set up a wireless, so we'll probably do... Sure, right there. Maybe farther back. This just takes a while to break. Yeah. Okay, so let me finish crafting this up, or setting this up, and then hopefully when we come back, we'll be good to go. I don't need 7,000 europium. I need, I think 5,000, so we don't have to wait for this. This is just so I can see. I crafted up 28,000, and we're down to that. Okay, so I have gone ahead and set up the thing. I guess we could do... You know what? Thinking, let's just... Oh, I need to do... No, that's not going to work. Alright, I was thinking, let's start making recipes for the low thing. I just need to test where they go. Alright, I'm actually going to... I'm just going to do some random stuff and see if we can get it to go to the right place. Actually, let's do that. And then, how about some water? And... or why not? Yeah, I thought it would do that. I wasn't sure, though. Do we have a sand recipe? I just realized. I'm like, yeah, no, we don't. All right. Let's do this. So what I've done is pretty much the same as the other one. Interface, which is where the recipes will go. Just a regular interface, not the dual one. Because we want them transferred as items into an P2P. Item P2P, which has a 1 up there. That's the input. There's an output there, and then there is an output here. So basically, the this output tells the A system that there is an item there, so don't send any more. So that is what that's what the blocking mode is, how that works with that one. And then this one will send the items into the subnet, which I have right here, and then that will put the items where they need to go. I think that's it. That one got a little crazy because we had two different inputs, two different interfaces, but I think this one is pretty simple. So what should happen is the water should go in there, and then the items should go in that one, if I did this correctly. So we'll do that. Do I have to put... I don't remember putting pumps on there, but maybe we did. Did I put pumps on though? We'll do those. I guess I did. Did I? I actually don't remember. Did we put pumps on these? Oh, we did. I had forgotten about that part. Alright, but the water went in there and that went in there. Alright, so I think that worked actually. Other than pumping the water into there, because I think it's technically, well, I don't know if it's an item right there. No, I think it turned it into water. It's stuck in there. But alright, well, that wasn't as complicated as I thought. I mean, I have set it up a few times, but yeah, I think that works. Let me just throw the pump on here. Import. Why doesn't that want to... That's being a bit funny, isn't it? Unless I did... Let me try that again. I'm like, what did I do different? I don't think I did something different, did I? Maybe I put the... No, I think we got it right. Alright, let's try one more. Alright. Why am I... Oh. No. Oh. Is it maybe because water isn't a... Maybe it's because water isn't a valid... That might be the problem. Maybe water isn't a valid thing. Like, if I break this... And break this... It might be because it's thinking, oh, water can't go in this slot. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that was the problem. Water isn't a valid... Yeah, it's not a valid thing in the component assembly line. Alright, well, that's good to know. Put this back and then we'll do that. Alright, well, there we go. We got it. Basically, I mean, it worked pretty much first time. Awesome. Okay, I think it just finished the last of the casings that we need. I have placed the other ones. I was just waiting for the last two. And here we go. Did kind of underestimate the amount of europium. I think it was 60-something thousand, I want to say. I don't remember because I was crafting them up in batches of 10. So I don't remember exactly how much, but yeah, lots and lots of europium. But there we go. We got it crafted up. Did it actually form? It did form. All right, look at that. First time. All right, I figured I'd placed something somewhere wrong, but I mean, I guess it's not that super complicated. It's just repeating over and over. So yeah, there we go. There is the component assembly line. Definitely the most expensive multi-block we've done yet. And I've gone ahead and crafted up, or made 2 recipes. I'll probably do recipes for most of these now. I did notice that, for example, the motors, the IV and below don't use any fluids. The ones after that do use the fluids. I mean, that makes sense because these are assembly line recipes, whereas these are just crafting recipes. So that does make sense. I have gone ahead and crafted up the stuff for this. One annoying little bit, if I decide I want to make recipes for all this stuff, is a lot of this stuff I don't have. I don't have recipes for like tin cable 16 or log magnetic steel rods or 16 copper wire. So I'm going to have to make recipes for like everything if I decide to do that. And then if I decide I want to do like each one, I guess that's just more of the same, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if we need to make recipes for everything. But it does kind of make me want to. I don't know. We'll see. But I have crafted everything up for this. So we will... I think I put it back in. Yeah, I did. I just pre-crafted it up so we didn't have to wait. So I'm hoping that goes in there. And then turn it on. Alright. Well, there we go. We just crafted up... we just crafted up 64 IV motors. No, we didn't. Oh! I forgot to hook this up. Totally forgot to hook it up with the A system. Whoops. Alright, well. It looks like it worked. Gonna have to hook this up. But... Am I... Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, so this is going to help me. I think it's going to help me get the... I think this may be the next one we're going to work on. The industrial apiary, I think. Although, to be honest, Americium isn't horrible. But, I mean, if we're going to be crafting up like thousands of it, yeah, we might as well just go ahead and set that up. Also, this needs to be connected to the main network, not the subnet. I don't really like... I should have done that down there, but... Alright, motors. Yep, there we go. Alright, cool. So like I said, I'm gonna continue doing this. I don't necessarily want to craft everything up. I mean, we could try. This is for 64 of those. I did notice we needed like, yeah, 110,000 Ruridit, which is pretty crazy. But it is for 64 motors. So, I might keep... Maybe I'll keep some of this in stock. I don't know. And we can go all the way up to ZPM. Because we have the ZPM casings. So, yeah, look at that. 165,000 europium. I do believe it's a bit cheaper if you do the composed assembly line. I could be wrong, though. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.